Welcome, students. This is a lesson on some rock and roll piano. We're going to use old-time rock and roll for this. I don't want to play the actual song because I don't want it to get blocked, so I can put it up on YouTube for you. So let me go over a couple of the ideas. First of all, the intro is something like this, played or if you can reach, you can play an octave in your left hand as well. I'm going to go off screen, but it's, but you might not need that low note. So this is what we're going to do. Something like that, and there's a lot of variations on this, but here's how to approach this. This is one of those where I've tuned this up to G, which is, I think, where most people play it. The original is kind of a little flat around F sharp, but I have my tracks and the slowed down version of it. 85% of the speed is also in G. So here's this move, and there's variations of it. You're on a major chord. It could be a seventh. Sometimes that'll work as well if you can pick it up with the white key with your thumb, but this is not a seventh on the G most of the time. And you're going to go back and forth between the chord you're on and the chord that's a fourth higher. So in the key of G, that's going to be a C. How do you know that? It's the fourth step of the major scale of the chord you're in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So on G, you're going back between G and then this third inversion of the C chord with the G on the bottom. So it's just back and forth. So moving that to the other chords, the whole song is just G, C, D, and back to G. When we're on the C chord, we go rock back and forth between the chord we're on, C, and the chord that's a fourth above it, which is going to be F. How do we know that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's C and F. The third chord of the song is a D. We're going to rock back and forth between a D and a G. Same voicings on all these. How do we know it's the fourth? 1, 2, 3 is the F sharp 4. So I think the pattern the piano player in this song is using most of the time is something like this. That just repeating. And you can try lots of variations of this. For the most basic one is rocking. So the way to do this in the song, I'm going to C, D, and then it does a quick turnaround on the D, which I don't think you need the third on, but you can try that. It's a little more rock without a third, just the D and the A on the D. So that's the basic thing. My left hand, just octaves 2 and 3 and 4 and you can, once you get that timing coordinated, you can just do a single bass note goes to C. So a nice embellishment too is when you have a black key below your third of the chord, you can slide up to it. So you can do that on the C as well. Can't do it on the D unless you want to do sort of a trill. I generally don't do it if I don't have a white key, I'm sorry, a black key before the white key of the third. So that's, I just turned it around. I've always played it incorrectly, I realize. C, D, quick turnarounds on the D. A further embellishment of this, which I don't think they do so much in old-time rock and roll, but it's to play the fifth above the root. Often it goes between the fifth step of that scale, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the sixth. And you can just apply this to any position. So C is going to be, I'll try it down here. D would be the D and the fifth and the sixth. So that's old-time rock and roll to get going. Let me give you a couple more embellishments. Sometimes I go up to the seventh. So in G, and this is the dominant seventh actually, so you're going to add the note that's a whole step below what the chord is. So in a G, you're going to go up to F. So the position 1, the fourth, which is a C, and then we stretch up to the fifth and the seventh, and just add this on all the chords. For C, it's going to be C, then F, and then the seventh of the C, adding the B flat, the whole step below what the chord is. For D, it will be G is that fourth chord, and then the dominant seventh with the fifth. So I'll just do the root. So you can always throw that seventh in any combination. And always have that minor third to the major third available. These embellishments. So I'm just chaining these ideas together. So I hope that gives us a start and you enjoy some rock piano.